Hi, so today I'll be presenting PinTech. So just a bit about PinTech is that the purpose of the design of PinTech is to help students and workers achieve peace with their workload through the creativity of a product that can help them organize their schedules. So I've designed this pin board that you can stick on your wall or you can place on your desk that automatically connects through Bluetooth on your phone that you're able to design and create tasks to set on your phone. So basically, it's just a bigger version of your phone that automatically updates and tells you what you've got going on, when you need to do some tasks, and you can update it from anywhere at any time. So just a bit about the customer profile. So we've got students, school children, and full-time workers. Anyone who really has a heavy workload and needs a better way to organize their life. The age range is probably about 12 to about 60 years old. I'd say retiring age, they don't really need it anymore. Their hobbies would be studying and learning and creating and just I guess they just have such a busy workload that they need something to have like a time management planner and they want to have an organized life. So going into pre-production, the materials that are needed is glass for the screen, timber for the frame, and aluminium for the backing, and a microchip. So I've chosen recycled glass, recycled timber, and recycled aluminium. For the glass, I've chosen that one because it reduces a lot of air and water pollution, while as aluminium, it's 100% recyclable and can be used over and over again. And recyclable wood is cost effective and it's just so much better because it saves the trees from getting cut down again. So from where I'm getting them from is the timber glass and aluminium are all from local recycled centres in Sydney. And the microchip will be provided by my partner, Sony. So who can I trust? Probably sustainable and ethical suppliers that have really good reviews. So I wouldn't trust anyone who doesn't have any reviews. I can't see any feedback about them, and they don't give me proper quotes, and they aren't sustainable. So who will be putting it together is Sony manufacturers. I don't really have to outsource the work as Sony will be providing labouring. However, a small team, like just maybe a few workers that can work with me for support and to help me plan my design management model canvas. That would be nice. And then to keep track of my progress, I'd use cost charts, Gantt charts, and a design management canvas. And to get money for this, the investors Sony will be paying for majority of the manufacturing, such as like the microchips and the software, and just for the raw materials, I'll be using my personal savings. So I have decided to go with a partnership with Sony. They will be taking 60% of the profits, and they'll provide a microchip and app for PinTech. Which will probably now be called Sony PinTech as they'll want to trademark it. I've gone with this because they will be able to distribute at mass production. It's something that I wouldn't be able to source just because of personal savings, and Sony will be able to advertise and market this, and they have got a manufacturer in Australia, just a small one here. So if it does become into mass production, then they will consider going and taking it to their headquarters in Japan. So for production, how much is it going to cost? Well, we'll be using our bill of materials to have a look at that. Definitely doing research and looking around for better deals and cost charts. It's probably going to be around $20 to $30 per unit. And then with the software for Sony, it will probably be about $40 to $70 per unit. So to make it affordable for students and workers, I'll probably have to think about what the cost will be. So how I can monitor costs is just bill of materials, costs in the future, so monitoring inflation, and creating charts to see what the prices will be in about 5-10 years and what the profit will be, and maybe seek an accountant to put everything together. So how do I manage the timeline of the project? Well, the time management plan and Gantt charts and contact with Sony. The tools that I need in documentation are CAD drawings, 3D models, the prototype, the Gantt chart, and the design model management canvas. Here's just my bill of materials. As you can see here, recycled timber I'll be getting from Ironwood. The cost per meter is $13.28. Aluminium, $1.75 per kilo from Aluminium Warehouse. Recycled glass, $20 to $40 per meter squared from Schneppner Recycled Crushed Glass. I've called them all up asking for quotes, and they can't give me an exact estimate. However, this is probably roughly what it's going to be around. So for my design management model canvas, we have the key partnerships, my material suppliers, Sony, investment in manufacturers. So key activities would probably be budgeting, production management, project research, ideation, prototypes, reviewing, feedback, growth, material sourcing. We've got the value proposition, a smart pinboard to know all reminders, tasks, and dates in one place that is accessible and adjustable anytime, anywhere on your smartphone or tablet. We've also got our costs down the corner and the revenues and just customer segments and customer relationships. This model canvas really helps the company because it's kind of just like a guideline of what we're doing and what we need to stick with. Just my value proposition canvas, again, just to show people's wants, fears, needs, just a reminder of what else is out there and my benefits, experiences, and my features. Here we have my project planner. So just showing that like my Gantt chart, my CAD measurements, my CAD details, my measurements, my 3D renders are all in the beginning. The Gantt chart will obviously continue to the very end. Some things that I've already finished is like the 3D renders, the measurements, and the CAD details. We've also got the suppliers that are almost there. We just need a total estimate of them, and then we have order materials, receive materials, create the product, delivery, and distribute are all upcoming and in progress, and some of them will need to be passed on to Sony once we have received the materials, as I will have to transfer them to the Sony manufacturing place. So post-production, how does my design get to the market? Well, I'll be posting on social media through TikTok and creating an Instagram page for Pintect, and people can share their ideas and feedback, and Sony's marketing team will be advertising. Should it be sold online and require a warehouse distributor? Well, it will be able to be purchased online through the Sony website and in store at Sony stock shops such as like Harvey Norman and JB Hi-Fi. Sony's warehouse will be distributing them. To market my design, it's just going to be advertised as an easier way to manage all your heavy workload. So it's going to be targeted towards the students and the full-time workers and the school children, just advertised in places that they'll be able to see, such as like their social media. Post-production, so how much I should charge for my design. Well, comparing around to the market, you see Apple with these $2,000 iPads, when if you could get something that for $150 that you can control off your phone, people would really want to purchase that. However, because it's not touchscreen, that's why I've lowered the cost to be so low. It's not interactive. However, you can use it from an app. And because you don't need all that software in it, it's not as difficult to make. And I will be making money. I will be making 60% of the profit. However, because I'm sharing profits with Sony, it will end up being 50-50. So the 60% profit will end up being about 30% after being split with Sony. It's still a pretty high profit So just in the end, my value proposition statement again is it's a smart pinboard to know all reminders, tasks, and dates in one place that is accessible and adjustable anytime, anywhere on your smartphone tablet. To help with hard at work students, workers, and anyone in need of adjusting to a better and organized life while also customizing your own personal PinTech board. Finalizing this presentation, I do believe that I've carefully followed each step of the product design and management, and definitely adding in the partnership with Sony, which is a huge step, as I wouldn't have been able to source so many workers and engineers and tech people to create the app and to create the software and to insert the chips. So I think that me providing the raw materials to Sony is the best that I could do rather than giving them the entire project. So my triple bottom line is that I always know what's changing in the market and what the customer wants and needs are, while also being environmentally friendly and ethical, and to provide the customer with the product that they were promised. Thank you.